Hey, sports fan, Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Welcome to the 1971 Deep Drive replay. It is Oakland at Cleveland, so this is a team that is nowhere near as tough to beat as the Orioles. The Orioles gave the A's a tough time, and it's going to be Alan Foster, not a great pitcher, 4.16 ERA, 1.3 WHIP against VIDA Blue, who is outstanding this season, has like a 1 ERA, and I think it's like 16-6 or 16-7, something to that effect. So let's see what happens here. Let's look at the lineups real quick. Remember to like and subscribe my channel and click on that little bell so you get alerted as to my videos. This is Deep Drive. You get a sense of how this game plays out. I've been playing it for a few years now, and so you get a feel for that. Version 3 is an improvement over version 2, although version 2 was pretty good in its in its own right. Version 3 now, it is an improvement. It's straight off the cards, except for the charts, the range chart and the defense. Well, it's called the defensive chart, and you'll have a couple of misdirections towards that, and pit stops, if you will, or gas up stops or rest stops, if you will, to check that out. And it's abstracted, so it's kind of like APA or Stratomatic Basic, pretty much, where there's one rating for the fielder, and that's it. And you'll see, I'll show you a couple little mini hacks as we start. Let's quickly look at the lineups. Let's do that. Enough blah blah blah. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here is I'm going to make note of anybody who's not a 3. Most guys are 3 at their position. So instead of having to write everybody down, Blefary is, and I always have problems with it. He's a 1 catcher, so I'm going to definitely put that right next to his catching ability, a 1. Reggie Jackson's a 3. He's batting 3rd. Batting cleanup is Epstein, a 3 at first base. Bando batting 5th at 3rd base, a 4. So I'm going to write down Bando, a 4. Monday's 4 in center field. And he will be batting 6th. I'm sorry, Bando was 5th. Sorry for the dog barking in the background. It should be Hendrick. What happened? Hendrick is a 2 in left field. He'll be playing left field. My voice just cracked. And Dick Green is a 3, so we don't have to write him. And Vita Blue down here is a fielding 3, so we don't have to write him down either. Oops, sorry guys. All right. So that's the lineup for the A's, and they are visiting Cleveland. Ted Eulander. He's in center field. He's a 2, so we'll write him down. Now, a team like this will probably have second baseman Eddie Leon batting 2nd. Batting 3rd is Roy Foster in right field. He's a 2. Chuck Hinton will be the left fielder, and he is a 2 in left field. Ray Fosse's playing first base today, and he's a 2. Sometimes these guys aren't carded if they only had 1 or 2 starts, and I'll just card them real quick. Just kind of make it low grade. Ken Suarez, catcher, he's a 3. You don't have to write him in. Bavak was a terrible second baseman, but he's playing 3rd today, and he's a little bit better at 3rd base. He's a 2. Jack Heidemann is the shortstop, excuse me. He's a 3. You don't have to write him in. And the pitcher, Foster, is a fielding column 2, so we will write him in. All right, that's it. Let's play ball. You saw everybody. Let's get a little bit of a different angle here. All right, play ball, yells the umpire, and it's Bert Campaneris, right-handed hitter, versus Alan Foster, who takes the sign from Kenny Suarez, and the pitch to Campaneris. Campaneris is gonna tap it right back to the mound. Foster looks at the ball, and over to first it goes for the first out of the inning. Kurt Blefary, and that's a 68. That'll be off the pitcher. Struck him out. So Blefary goes down on strikes, and here's Reggie Jackson with an 89. That's off the pitcher card. Remember, it's 0 to 49 off the batter, 50 to 99 off the pitcher, 50-50. But with a twist, it's got a deep drive chart. And that's what you don't get in the other games. 89 with a 2, unless Status Pro has a deep drive chart. So that's a 2, and that's a little number in front of the plate. And pouncing on it is Suarez. Suarez gets an angle and fires to first to get Reggie. Easy inning, 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the first, Eulander. Vita Blue is lights out, generally speaking. Ball 4. Eulander gets the best of Blue, and Blue is not happy with himself. Eddie Leon is going to bunt. Where's our bunt chart? He's going to square, and that's off the pitcher, 63. It'll be a strikeout. It's going to be 2 strikes, so he's just going to swing away. Here's the pitch from Blue. It's a 54, and that's going to be a ground ball and through. And stopping at second is Eulander. First and second. Holy smokes. First 2 batters are on here against the untouchable VIDA Blue with like the 1 ERA on the season. It's Roy Foster. So you got a Foster Roy in right field, and you got an Allen Foster on the mound. Here's a pitch. You know what? We're going to square with Foster, who's a 245 hitter. And that's a 99, and that may be a a pass ball. Catcher Bleffery is a 98 plus, so it is a pass ball. Both runners will advance. And I'll put a little check there. I'll do this type of thing there. So on Foster, both runners advance. That's what that little check means. All right, so now it's second and third. Foster's gonna, then we're just gonna play the infield back. We want to prevent a. You know what? We're gonna prevent the infield in, because I don't think that VIDA Blue is gonna allow a big inning. So we're gonna play the infield in. Here's the pitch, and that's a 58 again. Another. That's like the 4th consecutive. That's ball 4. Holy smokes! What the heck? What the heck is going on with these guys? Well, let me change out the. Hold on a second. This can't be. It's not. I feel like I've been rolling the same numbers all the time, so those dice got to be off. Let's see if we get another. I have dice back here as well. Hold on. Where's my little line of those dice bag? Right there. Oh, here it is. Here. But I have no 10-sided dice there. Huh. Let me look in here. That's an 8-sided die. Oh no, what is it? That's an 8-sided die. Oh, I think I have an orange. Yeah, we can do orange instead of red. We'll do orange instead of red. All right, so I'm switching out that. So the bases are loaded, and it's Hinton. I just roll like 4. Oh, no, I rolled a 98 too. So I rolled 3 50s and a 98, a 58, 54, 58, and in between that I rolled a 98. All right, here goes. Here's a pitch, infield, double play depth, and it's going to be a 13, and that's ball 4. Holy smokes! And that's going to force in a run. So the Indians, there were still the Indians at this time, are on the board, 1-0. And still, VIDA hasn't gotten an out. Ray Fosse now. Here's a pitch. He's the first baseman, a 76, and struck him out. First out of the inning. Big K for Blue. Reaches back for a little extra and brings the heat. And Suarez is left mystified. And, Fosse's left mystified. And let's see if Suarez is going to be mystified. So Blue looks at runner at third, Leon, who shuffles off the bag. Foster takes his lead. Hinton takes his lead. Blue looks in to Bleffery for the sign, and he's ready to the belt and deals. And that's going to be a 27, which will be a 9, and that's an F8. So we're going to have to look on the. This is interesting now. An F8 with a runner on third is going to be an average runner will tag up and score. Let's see what Leon is here. Leon is an average runner, so that'll be a sac fly. RBI for Suarez, and they go up 2-0. 2 outs now. And it's Kurt Bavacqua. The pitch to Bavacqua, 43. That'll be an out with a 5. Hit hard at the shortstop, who scoops it up over to first, and that retires the side. So 2 runs come in on one hit, and we go to the top of the second inning. All right. Who's up? Epstein. Mike Epstein. Alan Foster with the pitch. 72, and that's going to be defensive check. And that's a 60, which is a to the catcher. What was the catcher? Catcher's a 3, so he'll make that play. And that's right in front of the plate, and Suarez is on it and throws out. Epstein. Here's Bando now with 1 out. And it's a 31, and that'll be a 9er, and that's a cracks one to center. Right there is Eulander, 2 away. Rick Monday, the batter. Pitch to Monday, a 30, and that'll be a swing and a miss, and he goes down on strikes. Second K for Alan Foster. Alan Foster has 10 points for starter. VIDA Blue has 14, so you'll probably get a complete game out of Blue, but not that many from Foster. All right, Heidemann leads off, and it's an 81. That'll be with a 6. Will be a ground ball to short, and Campaneris throws out Heidemann. Pitcher batting card with a 62, and struck him out. Second K for VIDA. VIDA Blue, the elite ace, or I guess he shared the ace label with Hunter, Catfish Hunter. Here's Eulander, and that's a 74, and struck him out. Number 3. No runs, no hits. It retires the side in order, which is nice to see. And George Hendrick, with a 26, and a 5 will be bounced to short. Coming hard is Heidemann. Heidemann throws out Hendrick, 1 away. Green next with a 60, and that's bounced up the ball 4. So Green walks. VIDA Blue is going to swing away, and a 47 with a 1 is popped up, and he is a switch hitter batting lefty, so that'll be popped up to the first base side. Oh, and that's in the middle. It'll be the second baseman. Excuse me. It says PM, which that doesn't mean nighttime. It means it's popped up to the middle of the infield. And I do it. If he's a righty, he pops up to the right side. If he's a lefty, he pops up to the left side. Right. So if he's a lefty, he pops up to the left side, and he's a righty, he pops up to the right side. That's how I do it. Okay. And now it's Bert Campaneris with a runner on first, takes his lead, and a 62 will be ball 4. So 2 walks in this inning. And it's Kurt Blefary. And here's the pitch. He's got good power, by the way. 57, that's going to be line base hit. And we're going to try to score Green. So let's roll 2 dice and see what it gives us. Oh, that's trouble. He may either hold or get thrown out. Got to find the choice chart. Here's the choice chart with an 82. Green, I think, was average speed, and then becomes he gets a +1, so he becomes a fast. So here's the fast, an 82. He is safe on an 82, so he scores. And Campaneris, they can throw to third to get him, but well, he's going to be a very fast, so he'll make it to third for sure. So we're going to have first and third. RBI single for Blefary. And here Reginald Martinez Jackson with 2 outs and 2 on. So it's 2-1 now. Cleveland. And here's the pitch to Jackson, and a 0-6. That's a deep drive with a 3. So he's going to have a ballpark advantage. Where's my ballpark? Where'd my ballpark go? Wait a second, Cowboy. Cleveland ballpark. Oh, should have that here somewhere. Thought I saw that before. Oh, just saw it. There it is, Cleveland Stadium. And the 3 will do it against a lefty. So it's almost an automatic. It's definitely runs are scoring here. Runs are definitely scoring. And that's gone. Reggie Jackson drives one deep and out of the ballpark. So a 3-run home run for Martinez Jackson. 1, 2, 3 RBIs. and it's 4-2 A's now. They've taken the lead. Here's Epstein and Foster with the pitch of 16, and that's ball 4. So he's going to get a visit from the pitching coach. Foster will. And they're going to have a talk. Sal Bando is on deck. And he's due up. And on deck is Rick Monday, but there are 2 outs. So we definitely don't want to pull Foster so early in the game, but he's definitely struggled here and lost a point because he's allowed 5 base runners in 1 inning. So his 10 goes to 9. He's given up a run, so his 10 goes to 8. He's faced the lineup once, so his 10 goes to 7. And he's done 3 innings, so his 10 goes to 4. All right, so, okay, so Foster climbs the mound and rubs the ball. Foot on the rubber, looks home. Gets the sign from Suarez. And he wheels and deals to Bando. And that's a 0-0, and that's going to be a deep drive chart again with a 6. And this is also in a favorable stadium location. So Bando has the advantage, and this could be a 2-run shot, and it's gone. Sal Bando drives one deep. Home run for Sal. And that's going to be it for our boy Foster. The A's have taken a 6-2 lead. Holy smokes. All right, it's Ray Lamb. There he is. And he'll face Rick Monday. Sal Bando just hit a 2-run home run. Trots the bases and gets congratulated at the plate and in the dugout. So the A's now lead at 6-2. They came up with 6 runs here in the top of the 3rd inning, and they drove out Alan Foster. And that's going to be a 71. And the 71 is going to be a strikeout to end the inning. So Monday strikes out, and it's Eddie Leon leading off the bottom of the 3rd. And it's a 56, and that'll be ball 4. So that's the 4th walk allowed by Blue here today. Next up is Foster, 69. Struck him out. K number 4, for Blue. Hinton, Chuck Hinton, a righty. Doesn't have the advantage because I don't think he has an advantage. I think the lefty has to have a circle, but I got to double check that. And am I going to do it right now? Yeah, I could do it right now. Hold on a second. Righty, lefty. Endurance, starting pitcher rest, outfield. This is the old rules, but still good enough. Okay, batter advantage exists if the pitcher's fatigued, if the left-handed specialist faces, if a right-handed specialist faces a left-handed specialist pitcher. Yeah, he's not a right-handed specialist pitcher. Okay. All right, Hinton. Here's the pitch to Hinton, and that's a 48. What kind of an out? A 1. He popped up, left side. Bando, he's there. 2 down. And since I'm not using the red, I'm kind of keeping the green off so I don't mix it up. Ray Fosse now with the pitch, a 91, and that's a wild pitch. That sends Leon to 2nd. VIDA gets a sign from Leffery and deals. And a 0-7, that's going to be line base hit. So Fosse drives in a run. And the score now is 6-3. Kenny Suarez steps in the box, right-handed hitter. VIDA Blue prepares to come home, focuses in on the target. Leffery's ready. And Blue brings it. And a 79, and that's going to be a defensive check with a 0-5. And that will be a ground ball to the right side and past the first baseman. Going to 3rd will be Fosse. So it'll be 1st and 3rd now with 2 outs. And here's Kurt Bevacqua. VIDA Blue on the slab, shakes off the sign, gets one he likes. Sets the grip. Ball out of sight and deals. And that's a 46, which will be a 6 hard hit ball at the shortstop, who flips to the second baseman, covering. And that ends the inning. 1 run. That was 6, and on top was 6 on 3. On the bottom is 1 on 2. And we go top of the 4th. 6-3 the score. George Hendrick leads off. Pitch from Lamb. That's a 23, and that'll be a defensive check again. Another defensive check. 66, and that'll be to the second baseman. Second baseman makes the play. 1 down. Green. And a 74, and that'll be a defensive check. And a 50 will take us to pitcher. Little tapper right back to Lamb, and Lamb is a 3, so he'll make the play over to first. 2 out. Excuse me, and he is by the blue. Pitch from Lamb, a 93, and a 0. That's ripped and caught by the third baseman. 3 up, 3 down. Puts him down, sets him down in order here. Ray Lamb. And we're going to push Lamb for some innings. Heidemann leads off against VIDA Blue. Enough with the 50s. No more rolling 50s. A 93, and that's with a 93 with a 3 is a slow bouncer to third. Bando comes hard, barehands it, fires to first, and in time. Good, nice play by Bando, flashing the leather a little bit. And here's the pitcher now, Lamb, and we're going to let Lamb bat. It's real early in the game, so we're going to use the C batting card because he's a C batter. Playing Deep Drive Baseball. This is Tony Porter, your host, Tony Porter. Cards and Dice TV. Remember, like and subscribe, and click on that bell so you get alerted. So here's the pitcher, and a 65, and struck him out. Number 5 for Blue. Top of the order now with 2 outs. Ulander, lefty, 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. Scored a run, and that's an 06. And that's line base hit to right. Played on a hop by the right fielder Jackson. Ulander makes his turn. Eddie Leon is next with a runner on first. VIDA looks over at Ulander. Ulander down by 3. He's not going anywhere. Leon is ready. Blue with the sign to the belt and deals. And that's going to be a 90. That's a wild pitch. Gets past Bleffery to the backstop. Moving to second is Ulander. Leon now with a runner in scoring position. Blue prepares to come home. Focuses in on the target. Bleffery's ready, and Blue brings it. And that's a 93. That, oh, no wild pitch there. That will be an out. That will be a 93 with a 3. That's slow grounder to third again, and Bando better hurry and makes the play. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. They waste the runner at second in scoring position. We move to the top of the 6th. 6-3. Oakland Athletics, 1971 replay using Deep Drive Baseball. Bert Campaneris leads off here against Ray Lamb. Here's the pitch from Lamb. It's an 82, and that 4 is going to be a bouncer to short. Charging hard is the shortstop Heidemann, and Heidemann makes a nice play. Shows off the cannon. Bleffery now, and that's an 88, and with a 2 is a tapper right back to Ray Lamb. Fields it himself, and 2 away. And here's Reginald Martinez Jackson, 1 for 2 with a 3-run home run. And here's the pitch to Jackson, and that's a 61, which will be ball 4. So he walks Jackson. Proceeded very cautiously with Jackson. Jackson may steal. He's a 10 plus 1. And I don't think the catcher Suarez has anything on his card, so that's going to be an 11. And there goes Jackson almost for sure. Let me just find Suarez. Yep, there goes Jackson for sure. And he is safe. Jackson steals second base with 2 out, so he's in scoring position for Epstein. And the pitch from Lamb, and that's a 12, ball 4. Free pass, back to back. Walks. And Bando now with first and second and 2 outs. We're in the top of the 5th, 6-3 Athletics. Ray Lamb checks with his catcher Suarez, gets the sign to the belt and deals. And a 40 will end the inning with a deep drive toward left field, left center field. Back goes the left fielder Hinton to the track, to the wall, and makes the catch. No runs, no hits, 2 left. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Roy Foster, Hinton, and Fossey. VIDA Blue takes the mound. He's set to work on Roy Foster. Has a look of determination on his face. Catcher ready to receive, and Blue brings it. And that's a 33, and that'll be a 0, which is a line drive and caught by the shortstop Campaneris. 1 away. Here's Chuck Hinton, the pitch from Blue. That's an 86 and a 3, and a slow tapper again to third base. Bando's had like 4 of these. And next is Ray Fossey with 2 out, nobody on, an 80 with a 6, and a hard hit ball at the shortstop to his right. Long throw, and gets had plenty of time with Ray Fossey running. Not a very speedy runner. So he sets him down in order. Go to the top of the 6th, 6-3 Oakland. Rick Monday, Hendrick, and Green lead off against Ray Lamb, who is now tired. So he's going to get there. You'll see the advantages. Rick Monday, here's the pitch, and that's a 72. Could be striking him out, but that's what we move it down to a 22, and it's still a K. Monday strikes out. Chases a curveball in the dirt. Here's Hendrick now. So it's a 68. On Lamb's card is a strikeout. We can do a subtract 50. It becomes a 28. It's still an out, but we'll make a regular out, which is a 5, which is a hard hit ball at the shortstop. Heidemann, who fields it and throws out Hendrick. 2 away. And here's Green. Dick Green steps in the box and swings. 73. And that's a defensive check. And a 98 will be a fly ball to right field. And right fielder will be there. Wait a second. He's a 2. I go to 2, and that off his glove and headed for second base with an 2-base error on the right fielder. Foster is Green, and here comes VIDA Blue. Switch hitter batting lefty, and a 45 and a 9 will be lifted to center. Right there is Ulander, and that ends the inning. This thing's bothering me. All right. So we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits in that inning. Just an error on the outfielder. Here's Kurt Suarez should lead off. And he does. VIDA Blue gets the sign, winds and deals. And that's a 0-1. That's going to be a deep drive. And that ball is gone. Oh, no, there's no home runs here. That's off the wall. Digging for second is Suarez, and he is safe. Eludes the tag. So he drives one deep. And it's off the wall, about 2 feet from a home run. He didn't hit any home runs, it seems. Doesn't have any home runs there. He had 1 home run, but it would have to come off. I don't know where it would come off of. I guess the park card? Not sure. 0 to 8 would be a park home run. All right. Kurt Bavacqua. Pitch from Blue. That's a 42 with a 9. And that's here. A 9 is a fly ball to center. Under it is Monday. Heidemann is next with a 94, and a 2 is a ground ball to first base. First baseman Epstein's going to go to second. Nope. He's going to step on the bag because the runner I thought it was on first was on second, so he'll go to third. And we'll write 8 in that little spot to tell me that the 8th place batter moved him to third. I need that to recreate the game later. I got the bottom of the 6th. Lamb has given us 3 1/3. We have a chance to score a run here, so we are going to bring in a pinch hitter. All right, it's a guy named Gomer Hodge is coming in to bat, a switch hitter batting righty against VIDA Blue. And runner on third, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The home team Cleveland Indians trail by 3 runs, 6-3 with Blue on the mound. It's going to be tough. But Blue, this will be the third time through the lineup, and that'll affect his stamina. So this is a good little system. 6 plus 3 will be 9. Gave up a run, that's 10. Has he allowed 5 runs, 5 base runners in any one inning? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Here's a pitch, and it's a 57. That's going to be ball 4. So that's his 5th walk. And the tying run is coming to the plate in Eulander, Ted Eulander. VIDA Blue gets the sign from Bleffery. Sets and deals, and a 69 struck him out. Inning over. 6. So no runs, a hit. 2 left, and we go to top of the 7th inning. Bert Campaneris leads off. New pitcher now for the Indians. Who's it going to be? That's a good question. Who's it going to be? What did Hodge do? Hodge walked. That was a pinch runner, and then that was a strikeout. All right. New pitcher will be Colbert. No, it's going to be. Wow. It is going to be Colbert. It's not going to go very long. We'll see what happens. That's what we got right now. So we can track him quickly here. All right, so it's Vince Colbert, top of the 7th against Bert Campaneris, and here's the pitch, and that's a 16 defensive check with an 82, and that'll be a ground ball to short. Shortstop will make the play. Heidemann over to first and in time to get the speedy Campaneris. One away. Bleffery now with a 96, and a 96 will be a 0. That's ripped and caught by the second baseman, L4. All right, it's Reggie Jackson now. Jackson today is 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer, a walk, and a stolen base. And here's the pitch from Colbert, and that's a 65, and that'll be ball 4. So he walks Jackson, and there goes Jackson, and he is 12. Ooh, he's a 10. Colbert is a 0, and he's out. So he's going to be thrown out. 2-6. Caught stealing. No runs, no hits. And we move to the bottom of the 7th inning stretch. All right. I'm really liking these pens, these Sharpies. I like because it really stands out. I don't like the fact that they're a little bit thick, but it really stands out. Does it bleed through? It does. Does it bleed through the other page? I don't really see that happening. All right, so we're in the bottom of the 7th. It's Eddie Leon, second baseman, who today's 1 for 2. A couple of runs scored. It's an 81, and that'll be a 6, which is grounded hard to short. Campaneris scoops it. Lets her fly to first for the first out. Roy Foster's next with a 46 and a 7. That's lifted to deep left center field. Backing up is Hendrick, and Hendrick makes the catch for out number 2. And finally it's Chuck Hinton. And a 72 struck him out, and that is number 7 on the day for VIDA Blue. And we're going to check his points. He's got 14 points. He's got 7, give up a run, that's 8. He's been through the lineup 3 times, that's 11. So he's still got a ways to go. And we're in the top of the 8th inning. It's Mike Epstein leads off. The A's lead it. Vince Colbert with a 0-8, and that is ball 4. Epstein walks. It's on at first. Here's Bando. Pitch to Bando, and 0-7. Oh, that's base hit. And let's see if Epstein can make it to third. Let's see what kind of... So very slow. He'll stop at second base. First and second. So if he's average, he'll make it on that plus. And if he's not, then he'll hold up. If he's anything less than that, he's going to hold up. Unless there's 2 outs, then I'll look into it. Maybe I'll... But I'm not going to lose sleep over that. Here's Monday now. Pitch from Colbert. And it's a 79 and an 8. It's going to be a fly ball left field. Nobody will move. So back to second goes Epstein. Back to first goes Bando. And Colbert looks in to Suarez for the sign. Prepares to come home. Focuses in on the target. Suarez is ready. And Colbert brings it to Hendrick. a 26 and a 7. That's a shallow fly to right field. Racing in is Foster, and Foster slides and makes a great catch. So Foster picks it, and he's flashing the leather. Dick Green now, who's 0 for 2 today, grounded to the pitcher and reached on an error on the second baseman and walked in the third inning and scored a run. Colbert checks in, foot on the slab, shakes off the sign, sees one he likes, sets his grip with the ball out of sight, and deals. And a 68 will be, oh, Green takes one in the ribs. That's got us smart. He's going to load the bases for the Athletics. And VIDA Blue, switch hitter, batting from the left side against Colbert. Colbert gets the sign from Suarez to the belt and deals, and a 93 will be a 4, which is a hard hit ball at the second baseman, Eddie Leon, over to first, and that retires the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 3 left. We move to the bottom of the 8th. VIDA Blue trying for a complete game. See if we can get it. Ray Fosse leads off. It's Fosse, Suarez, and Bavacqua. Fosse today is 1 for 3 with an RBI and a 69. Struck him out, number 8. Kenny Suarez, now right-handed hitter. He's 2 for 2 with a sac fly, RBI, and a double and a single. Blue gets the sign from Blefary and pitches. And a 73 struck him out. Back-to-back Ks for Blue. It seems like he's getting stronger. He's retired 6 in a row. And here's Kurt Bavacqua. Let's look at. See, we're gonna bring in a pinch hitter here. Let's see what we got. All right, it's gonna be Clark. And let's see if we can get the sound back up. Here, we ran out of sound. And let's go back 1. There we go. All right. So Clark is up now. Don't have his card there, but he's up. And he hits one, and that's going to be a base hit. 2-out single for pinch hitter Clark. Here in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs, and next is Heidemann. We don't have a lot of bench. And here's the pitch to Heidemann. It's a 33, and that'll be lined and caught by the first baseman, Epstein, to end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left, and Bert Campaneris leads off the top of the 9th. He's 0 for 3 today with a walk and a run scored. And it's still Vince Colbert, who by now will be fatigued. So we're going to have to play him fatigued, and it's going to be a 62, and that will be a 12, and it's a walk or a walk, and that's a base on balls. And there goes Campaneris, and he is safe. I don't even have to check because he is already a 13 to start with. So he's on its second. Blefary is next, and the pitch 19, and that will be a defense or a 69, which will be a strikeout. So we'll stay with the defense. You can either or 50 points. That's how you play the fatigue. So we're going to do a defensive check, and it's going to be a 63, and a 63 will be to the first baseman. Oh, and the first baseman is going to boot it. Fosse boots it. Is it a 1 or a 2 base error? He's a 2 first baseman with a 63. And that's a 1 base error. So it's an E3, and that moves the runner to third. Campaneris over to third. E3. Next is Jackson, first and third. The pitch, and that's a 64, and ball 4, or a 14, which is also ball 4. So that loads the bases. Next is Mike Epstein with the bases loaded. Here's the pitch. And it's an 87 or a 27. 27 is a strikeout, or an 87 will be an 8, which is a fly ball to left field with the bases loaded. Let's see what this is. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Bases a fly out to left field. If the runner is fast, Campaneris is fast, he'll tag up and score. It's deep enough to sack fly. So a run comes in. And the score is 7-3 now. Epstein picks up an RBI. So he walked 3 times, by the way. Here's Bando. Bando is 2 for 4 today with a 2-run homer, 2 RBIs. Here's Colbert, 1 out. First and second, the pitch, a 31 or an 81. 31's an out, 81 is an out, so it's a 4. And it's a hard hit 4, and that's going to be a... no, we're going to pick the 4. It's better for us. So that's going to be a fielder's choice, 4-6. That's going to put runners on first and third for Rick Monday. 2 out, first and third, 7-3 Oakland. Colbert gets the sign from Suarez, and the new third baseman is Nettles, by the way. Here's the pitch to Monday, a 93 and a 4. That'll be bounced to second base and over to first to retire the side. So 1 run comes in on no hits, a walk, an error, 2 walks and an error. And go to the bottom of the 9th. VIDA Blue going for a complete game. See if you can get it. Going to get a pinch hitter here in the bottom of the 9th. It's VIDA Pinson leading off here in the bottom of the 9th inning. VIDA Blue trying for a complete game victory. 7-3 A's. Here's the pitch from Blue. It's a 14, and that will be a hit by pitch. So that's a retaliation for an earlier hit by pitch on on one of the A's, on Dick Green. Eulander's up. So that's going to be 1, 2, 4 times through the lineup. 8, that's 12. A run, that's 13. He's got 14, so he can complete this inning. Here's the pitch, Eulander, 44. And that'll be a 5. It's a slow ground to short. There'll be 1 play, and that's the first. Runner will advance. Eddie Leon now with a runner at second base in scoring position. The pitch from Blue. And it's a 40 and 0. That's line and caught by the shortstop. Can he get the runner at second? That's the question. It's got to be 0-0 to 0-9, and he is safe. Next up is Roy Foster, who's 0 for 3. Pitch from Blue and a 71. Struck him out, number 10 on the day, and that is the ball game. VIDA Blue. What was kind of a struggle at first ended up being an easy peasy game for VIDA Blue. I think he did more pitching in the first 3 innings than he did the rest of the game, when he picked up 10 Ks. But he had his struggles with his control. Hit a batter, walked a bunch, threw a couple wild pitches. There was a pass ball in there as well. How many walks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 walks, 10 Ks, 2 wild pitches, 1 hit by pitch. So Blue was all over the place. But VIDA Blue does a good job picking up a victory for his athletics team. Final score is 7-3. Hits are going to be 4 cents. Wow. So that's going to be 4 hits for the A's. And 6 hits for the Indians. That's pretty amazing. 1, 2 hits there, 3 hits. Just 3 of the hits came in the 3rd inning. The rest of the game, they really only had 1 more hit. Wow. Errors, let's see, errors. No errors on top. 2 errors for Cleveland. So it's 7-4-0 for the A's, 3-6-2 for the Indians. This is Deep Drive Baseball. I hope you learned a little bit, and you enjoyed a little bit, and you got a feel for the game. And it'll help you decide if it's right for you. Remember to like and subscribe my channel. Check my other videos. I got a lot of interesting videos floating around out there. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Tony Porter, out.